Welcome back to the courtroom, folks. Today we're diving into the case of Austin Young, a man caught between probation, medical setbacks, and serious mental health struggles. Stay tuned, because this hearing takes some shocking twists you won't believe.
All right, so before we go on the record, my understanding is that with Judge Angeline, he had entered pleas and truth,
That's correct, Judge.
and then he was to come back for the outcome of something.
Of a UA. And so he had some food poisoning that day. He had gone to
Let's
pre-trial.
take the record.
Okay, we can do that. Like,
All right.
it's a little bit of procedural
I
stuff.
was just trying to figure out.
Yeah, there's a story.
Okay. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 1449W State versus Austin Young. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Lauren Espinoza.
Defense?
Louis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Young.
And are you Mr. Young?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, on September, I think this is September 11th, you
Yes,
entered a
ma'am.
plea of true to violations 2, 2, and 2. And there was no sentencing on the plea. Off the record, your attorney informed me that you were requested to do a UA or something.
A UA,
Yes.
the 11th.
All right, you may proceed to counsel.
Okay, so Judge, just procedurally. So on the 11th, Mr. Young was released by Judge Angeline, provided to go to get UA. And essentially told him in open court, if you clean tomorrow, then you're just going back on probation. I'll reinstate you. If you're dirty, then you need to go in someplace. Mr. Young called me from pretrial services. I was on the phone with him. We were trying to talk to somebody there about him doing a UA. They kept saying, we don't have anything from the court, so we had trouble doing that. The next morning, Mr. Young had some food poisoning issues, had been at the doctor's, did not come in, a warrant was issued. And then we just tried to regroup and figure out where to go from here. And so Mr. Young brought himself in voluntarily yesterday. One of the things that we needed to address, that we had addressed with the court, with Judge Angelini, is that
This is a turning point. Austin's defense is pivoting from procedural slip-ups to painting a picture of a man in crisis. Bringing his mother in to testify? That's a calculated move to shift this from technical violations into a plea for humanity.
in May, Mr. Young was having some mental health issues and some kind of mental health emergencies, and that was kind of the reason for the non-compliance in May. I've got his mother here to testify to that, and so I'd ask the court for to allow me to bring her up and kind of explain what was going on. Okay.
You need to step over there.
Yeah.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Wendy Scholmer,
All right, and can you spell your last name for the court reporter?
Schorlemer.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Ms. Schulmer, I mean, obviously you're Austin's mother.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain to the court what was going on with him mentally in May and what our issues were?
He had, looking back, shown signs of depression, but I didn't know that's what it was. He was not eating a lot, not active. He had a lack of energy, in bed a lot, depressed. He was looking for jobs and getting no luck at all.
Okay, let me stop you there. So he was looking for employment, and obviously the biggest issue is his criminal history.
Yes,
Okay.
the record.
Right.
Nobody wants to even open the door to him.
And what effect were you seeing on him mentally?
He, looking back, was completely withdrawing and kind of having a mental breakdown.
What kind of signs did you see of him having a mental breakdown?
Withdrawn from everybody.
Did you seek out any kind of medical help from at the time?
Yes.
And what kind of mental help did you seek out for him?
I took him Sunday. Friday was when I really noticed something was not right with him. He was kind of talking saying crazy things, not crazy, but just not appropriate things, not in the here and now. And so on Sunday, he was not sleeping either, not eating, not sleeping. So on Sunday night, I ran him up to a little local ER, Methodist ER in our neighborhood.
Okay.
And they did a history, and not a physical, but just talked to him, this cool doctor from Austin, and said, well, maybe you just need to get some sleep. And I was very shocked at the lack of care or concern, but of course I'm his mother. So he said, well, let me give you something to sleep. So he gave him one Ativan. And by the time we got to the car, he was relaxed, and he slept that night.
Yeah.
Monday morning, he woke up and became very agitated and talking out of his mind and not eating and just not himself. So then that went on Monday. Monday, we came down to see you.
Yes.
Because I knew he had court Tuesday, and I knew he couldn't do it. He wasn't sleeping. He couldn't get dressed. He was a mess. So Tuesday, I took him back. I went to a Stone Oak Methodist Hospital ER.
Okay.
And we waited for hours. And kind of the same thing, a little bit more concerned, but not much. And we sat in a room for hours, and the doctor did do some blood work. No blood work, did a urinalysis. And then they gave him something, and it made him much worse, much more agitated. At that time, they called in a Bexar County, I guess, policeman or sheriff. I'm not sure who he was, but he was very kind. And he talked to Austin and said, they don't have the facilities here. They don't treat psychiatric patients, but we can just take you in the ER and the ambulance straight over to Methodist Specialty, where they can help you.
Okay, and let me stop you. And so was he taken over to Methodist Specialty?
No.
Okay.
He said, no, I'm fine. He said, I'm fine. I said, no. I looked at the policeman. I said, no, he's not. And he said, well, we can't force him to go, and you can't either. He's an adult. So they gave him something, made him, I said, he's got to have something to sleep. I can't take him home. He's pacing the floors 24/7. So they gave him one more Ativan. And I said, could you please write him a prescription for just 2 or 3 until we can get to see a doctor? And she said, no, you have to go to Methodist Specialty. We are not a psychiatric hospital.
Okay, let me stop you there. And it's kind of subsequent to that is when we started coming to court, and we've had these, the issues with the warrant and those sorts of things.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and then
And so
that's yet to come.
okay. Now, had you ever noticed him have kind of a psychological breakdown like that before?
Yes, once before
And when was that?
in high school.
And what were the circumstances of that?
He was having a very difficult time getting through a math class that was required for graduation. He had lots of learning disabilities, and he was being bullied, and all of a sudden just stopped eating, wouldn't go to school, completely shut down.
Okay. And this situation seems to be kind of consistent with that.
Yes, but the pediatrician at that point helped us and gave us something to get him through it. And with the principal's help and the special education department's help, we were able to get him out of the high school and into a alternative school.
So here's where it all stands. Austin Young, a man struggling with probation, addiction recovery, and now visible mental health battles, is facing the court's decision. Will the justice system bend toward rehabilitation or crack down on compliance? If you found this case as shocking as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Finish his requirements to graduate early.
Okay. And so these are the issues that he's been having for the past several months, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And a lot of it is the fact that he's trying to move forward, and he's kind of running into roadblocks every chance.
Yes, he can't. He's getting through his probation pretty